week on the Africa Innovation and Technology channel, Global Publishers, Tanzania's leading publisher of tabloid newspapers. And later on, we'll feature another great innovation from Tanzania, Maxcom Africa, East Africa's electronic payment system. Hello, I'm Paul Ndiho. Every week we strive to bring you stories that inspire, empower, engage, and motivate young African innovators using new technology into action. Although the Constitution of Tanzania provides for freedom of speech, several other laws induce self-censorship and limit the ability of the media to function effectively. In this week's special edition, we'll feature Global Publishers, Tanzania's leading publishers of tabloid newspapers, and how they have taken the whole country by storm at a time when global print media are in decline. There are numerous media outlets in Tanzania, including dozens of daily and weekly newspapers. The government controls 2 daily newspapers, and the 2 main political parties own 1 each. But Global Publishers are the publishers of the leading gossip, entertainment, sports, and popular culture newspapers are literally giving the other publications on the street a run for their money. Tanzania is said to have a vocal and relatively free press by standards of the region, and even a criticism of the leaders is often tolerated. In a report published earlier this year by Freedom House, Tanzania was ranked as partly free. As a result, dozens of major daily publications, television stations, radio stations, and numerous internet platforms are thriving. Eric James Shigongo owns Global Publishers.
When we started this business back in 1998, we were just a group of young people. We thought we should do what is missing in the society. There were newspapers, but they were all mainstream newspapers, the political newspapers mainly. And we said, what more can we do? We looked at the newspaper industry and realized that there was a gap. And the gap was actually tabloid newspapers.
Eric James Shigongo is one of Tanzania's most prominent entrepreneurs. He has a wider variety of venture pursuits, including media, hotels, farming, real estate, and property development. Shigongo's story from poverty to success as a celebrated African author, motivational speaker, despite repeated hardships, is remarkable.
We always tell people that we are not in this business mainly to make money. We are in this business to change the community and help the community become a better community. So, in short, it is hard work.
Mr. Shigongo has always turned adversity into triumph. Over the years, he has expanded his business holdings across much of the country and employs hundreds of people.
We are dealing mostly with tabloids, which are covering most of the stories about superstars, politicians, and we do cover a lot of scandals which are going on the streets.
Saleh Ali is one of the senior editors at Championi.
I want to be the champion now, to not competing only, but to be the king, the sports paper, the king. If people, they see champion, they say, this is a paper. Like if you see Le Cape in France, this is what I want to do. And I'm telling you, believe me, trust me, this is going to be.
Like all great entrepreneurs, Shigongo's success was built on his canny ability to spot opportunities and to take risks. He also credits the help of many people along, like one of his trusted friends and longtime colleague, Abdallah Marisho. Mr. Marisho attributes the success of his tabloids to the team of talented young journalists who are deployed on the streets to capture what's happening.
Our number one qualification is passion. That's the number one. Do you like what you're doing? Do you think you can be a global journalist? Because a global journalist is somehow different from other journalists, I can say. Because our kind of stories is not the story that you wait for someone to make a press release or to make a press conference for you to take what he's saying and report. But ours, you have to go behind the curtains.
Analysts say newspapers in Africa are still king and will continue to play significant roles as the major sources of news, gossip, entertainment, sports and popular culture, despite a declining advertising revenue. Critics say that although the Constitution of Tanzania provides for freedom of speech, numerous other laws encourage self-censorship and limit the ability of the media to function effectively. Still to come on the Africa Innovation and Technology channel, Maxcom Africa, East Africa's leading electronic payment system. Well, we'll take a short break, but before we go, we want to know what you think about the Africa Innovation and Technology channel and the stories we cover. Join the conversation on Twitter and on Facebook. The address is Africa Innovations and Technology. You can also check us out on our YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Africa Innovation and Technology channel, a show where we strive to bring you stories that inspire, empower, engage, and motivate young African innovators using new technology into action. This week, we are talking about global publishers, Tanzania's leading publisher of tabloid newspapers, and Maxcom Africa, East Africa's leading electronic payment system. Analysts say only 15 to 20% of Africans have bank accounts, but 60 to 70% have mobile phones. Mobile phone credits are already used as means of settling bills. For example, a quarter of Kenya's GNP flows through M-Pesa, the country's mobile money service. The gap in penetration between banking and mobile telephony is a gauge of the latent demand for electronic payment services. Most transactions in Africa are settled in cash, but over time, consumers are more likely to opt for the safety and the convenience of e-payments. Well, we'll take you to Tanzania, where Maxcom Africa Limited, an electronic payment solutions provider, is positioning itself as Africa's leading information and communications technology integration company. It's trying to bring various electronic payment services closer to the people through a network of agents called Maxmalipo.
And what joke I have on?
Maxcom Africa Limited, based in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, is aspiring to become the leading provider of payment systems, financial solutions, and other services across Africa. The firm is investing millions of dollars in the development of software and hardware to bring services closer to the people. The company records indicate that more than $150 million passed through its electronic payment system. The company has expanded its business enterprise to neighboring countries in Rwanda, Burundi, and now eyeing Uganda and Kenya. Juma Rajab, managing director of Maxcom Africa, says they want to facilitate the transformation of Africa's economy from cash-based to an electronic wallet economy.
We are simplifying the life of people by bringing service closer to the community in terms of utility payment, banking services, pension funds. So whoever you mention, so we'll bring it to the people and connect to the popular mobile payment systems into these services.
Rajab notes that his company came up with the technology to extend these services to normal retail shops closer to the people, and later on integrated these services to mobile platforms where people could easily access them.
We started with utility. We went into now payment of tax. People can now pay tax from our platform using a corner shop or using mobile platforms.
Deogracius Lazari, head of the commercial department, says electronic payment services were non-existent at the time when they started offering services in 2009.
With this point-of-sale machine, you can offer various services, including sales of utility services like electricity, airtime, paying for water bills, and even the Tanzania Revenue Authority bills. So on this machine, a normal retailer just gets the details from the customer, especially the bill number or the phone number, and then he pays the services.
Tech analysts say passion and determination has helped Maxcom Africa transform lives not only throughout Tanzania, but outside the country as well. The service has since been expanded to encompass many types of financial transactions, including banking and various types of tax collections. Patrick Mbago provides banking services.
We go to the banks, which we recruit them to do agents banking services so that agents, our end users, can go and deposit, withdraw, do mini statements, do balance inquiries through the point of sales which we have all over the country.
Ahmed Rusasi, Chief Operation Officer, says that Maxcom Africa is ambitiously investing in the latest technologies.
We have developed our own payment structure. That is our own agent network. We call Maxmalipo agents, in which custom and public at large, they can visit our agents, various agents across the nation, and get different services.
Analysts suggest that Maxcom Africa has the potential to grow beyond East Africa because it's providing services that are needed on the continent. Well, on that note, do you think you have a better idea, or you have created something that everyone is talking about and you would like to be featured on this show? Please send us your video clips and tell us which country you're from and how your innovation is impacting your community. That's our show today. Be sure to watch the Africa Innovation and Technology channel online every weekend. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next week. For now, so long from Washington.